in this video, we've invited our friend Wayne Todd over. He is a professional farrier and a good friend of ours. If you've seen our previous videos about Aspen, our filly, you've noticed that she's limping. We talked a little bit about it. We looked at her hooves, thinking that maybe it might be thrush, but it turns out that it wasn't. And so we invited Wayne Todd over to give a professional opinion. He has great expertise in horse hoof care.
A lot of people, I've even had vets that couldn't get it right. Laying on a goat on the right. Okay, watch when she goes this way.
Yeah, so I can see her favoring it. She's bringing the left one further, faster forward or something.
She's lame on both, John. She's lame on both. There, you're okay. I'm not going to harass you no more. It's okay, honey.
I've seen her take off and run like crazy out here, and then stop and start walking and then limp.
Yeah, what I'm seeing, it looks like it's inside her fetlocks.
You can pick her feet up.
It's not in the foot.
Well, I mean, I was trying to.
Right there.
Up there?
Right there. I'm thinking it's bifasitis. I want you to study. Easy. Put bifasitis in your phone.
What is it? What
Swelling
is it?
of the joints, and it can cause permanent. It's not in her feet. I'm almost 100% sure. Grab the nippers, please. I'm going to take a little toe out of her.
Okay. Johnny,
you got her on grass or alfalfa?
She's just out here grazing right now.
It's more than likely. You see that joint there?
Yeah, it's kind of swelled up.
Yep, it's bigger than the other one. It usually affects the hind. But this knee is bigger than this knee, and this fetlock's not as big as that fetlock. So, a lot of times, you ever heard of the Barbaro theory?
No.
Okay, the Barbaro theory is, Barbaro is one of the most famous racehorses we've ever known. One of the greats, next to Secretariat. In the starting gate, they load and come out. He loaded and snapped his leg. So they spent multi-millions of dollars trying to get this horse fixed. Couldn't quite get him fixed. He was rotating and other parts were failing. And is what they come to find out, they call it the Barbaro theory, is when a horse, especially if a horse breaks his leg, we kill him most. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So they found out that from him not having a solid four-legged situation, that the rest of the feet failed, and legs, but mostly feet. They rotated the coffin boat, and it caused him just terrific pain. But they took a year, a little more than a year actually.
Yeah, because they fixed the brake and all
they
that.
fixed the brake and got it. They got it solid. So what we're going to do, John, is just take this point off. Okay, so I've got a clean brake over across the front of the toe. You don't have to file it. You don't have to do nothing. Just bring it back. It was pointy. And then go ahead and look down the hoof, and you'll see all it needed. Even if this was a sound horse, this is what I'd trim, period. Okay? So you want to, if you're going to sight this is going to wear more, but I'm not going to have any pressure in her breakover, which is going to help this joint. Watch this. See that? See how painful that is? So we have issues in epiphysitis. She's not sprung. Her deep flexors are not bad.
Skeeter did that for a little bit. She got a little swollen.
Got a little swollen. Hers is pretty hard.
She's been limping for a long time.
I would hold her up and let her kind of get over. She's going to actually move quite a bit inside pins because she's going to want to be out. So there's two decisions to make. I'd put her in for a week and see if she got better.
Okay.
Compared to what she is. And feed her nothing but grass. I've even got some.
We got a 22. shoot a coyote right now.
Oh, he's just trotting. He ain't even in a hurry. It's on the other side of your screen.
Yeah, I don't have one with me. He's out there trying to hunt my prairie dogs.
It's kind of good to have him.
Yeah.
So,
But he eats
see
my
how I've
chickens
nubbed
here.
that toe?
Yeah.
Now, the biggest thing is to pick your foot up, especially on these babies, and only just hit the high spots.
Okay.
Just go, oh, okay, chop, 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 or it might be just chop. And people are like, well, yeah, that was kind of fast, wasn't it?
I don't care.
That's because we didn't do what we're not supposed to do.
I mean, if you said she was lame in both, do we need to do both?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. But she's outwards like this. She's duck-footed, but not too bad. So I wouldn't worry about that. We'll start correcting her to help that, so she's not bad when she's an adult. But she's definitely got a joint issue, and if there's any homeopathic joint type
Homeopathic joint stuff, that stuff, cannabis, you know.
that just makes her forget she has bad joints. That doesn't fix them. But it's quite obvious that this one's probably half again as big as, this one's half again as big as that one. And this point here, see, here's her baby foot still. This is her mark of her baby foot, her feathers. So, I wouldn't ever do anything more than just pull this point. And if you want me to over the next couple times, let's get together and we'll work on it. Center of the knee, you see that? Where is it, baby? And she's got a little bit of an issue up in here. She's here, and here is what's going on. And maybe getting her on a joint supplement if you dig her. You really want to give her an opportunity to become mature. That's what I would do. She needs to probably be on a congroin. MSM is another good one. See how that point right there? Yep. All we're going to do is take that point as almost square off as you can.
Okay, pretty girl.
You want to sight down? She's good. See that?
She's well.
And the other one wasn't. And she shouldn't be as this good. She's got a good. Let me see that rasp just for a second. She's walking pretty nice on this one. So just you can do this if you want. It is not required. Just roll it a little bit. Take your coconut off, huh? Is that what we call that? I got a kid about your size to eat this one day because I told him that's Rocky Mountain coconut. You want some? No. Come on. His mother was really mad at me. She came out and he's eating it. He says, hardly tastes like anything. Almost made me want to eat some.
Almost.
Here, chew on that one.
That's a dog.
Okay, now look here up front where, see how this nubbed that to where it's not pointy anymore. So I don't have this finger working too much.
Yeah.
I'm working together.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't have, that pressure point right there was shooting all the way up this. Okay, look how far out that one is.
Yeah, it's leaving.
Okay, now one thing if you can't read the top, looking down, you see how there's flare here and none here?
Yep.
Okay, and the same over here, but not as bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're being a good girl. So, hoof, fingernail, follows the path of least resistance, period. Where's all my weight? No weight. That's what that's telling you. Look at this foot over
take
here.
stuff off over here to put weight over there?
Only until we get shoes, we'll only take off. Sounds odd, but we'll only take weight off of this side or this. See,
That's what I mean.
Yep.
You trim
the same side they point. And I've had vets that kind of go, no. I said, okay, you do this one, I'll do that one. And mine comes straight, and this one would go even worse if I'd take it off over here. By taking more here, you're actually applying more weight here.
Yeah.
So, in the future, we'll see this diminish. This will go away because I will pull. I didn't this time. Well, Mama, be ready just in case I got to move. Look down that. Okay. See where I took just a little bit there and none there? See that? Now I only took extra here because she was so bad off. Just the toe and here, but you won't take any here, and we'll go over this again when I come next time. This will be the only side I'll start taking it from. But she was so out of whack from wearing here and not here. So now I'm even, real close to it. Now we'll be able to start correcting her. This one, for instance, now that you're right there in that area, oh, come here. Look how nice that one was. See, my heels are almost identical. People would want to start taking that off just because they think I'm here to trim, so I'm going to trim everything.
Yeah.
No. That's the absolute wrong, most horrible thing they can do. This foot
So
has
she's flared
fairly
on
good.
that side over there, though, a little.
Yep. And see, this goes here. So what? See this dip? Same as this dip.
Ooh. Hey. It's all right.
She's a paint.
Yeah,
She don't
she's
even
got
know
one
it.
on those spots.
Her mother's big old, that
We're gonna-
Tia horse.
Oh, is she?
Her mother's papered with she came pregnant.
Let's see if we can just take the tip out of that toe. Come here, sweet pea. Okay, now see right here. See how this leg's forward? Don't ever try to pick that up. You're making the horse have to move, and then you're going to get after her for moving because you're picking it up. So just spend a second. Now watch how easy she's able. There's no weight here now. Okay?
She moved all the way forward to get on you.
Yeah. No, this one's back.
No, she just stepped all the way forward.
Yeah, she's a doll. She really is a doll. All we're going to do here for this time is take that breakover off. Doesn't speed it up, doesn't slow it down. See, look down this. Where's she higher?
Can't see it.
I think on the outside.
100%. Why is that, guys?
She's pigeon up.
Because she's cowhogged. So all my weight is where?
On the inside.
So I'm just going to catch it up. Because when we shoe a horse, we make this higher on purpose. See that right there? That's synovial fluid.
Hey, talk to her, Johnny. Pat her on the butt, talk to her.
Okay?
Good job.
I'm not even going to clean out the frogs. They don't even make any difference. So, being cow-hawked means that our hocks are closer together, right? There's no way for it not to just be hanging, stepping on the inside of her leg. So, we change that weight to cast them a little straighter. But we don't want them walking straight, or they walk on each other. We want them to bird dog. You ever seen a bird dog run? You ever seen a cow dog run? What?
Not that he knows what he's talking about. Oh, that's party. That's
so
party foul.
sorry. I'm sorry. That was dumb. Okay, look at our feet.
Yeah.
No, it's been.
So she can pick this one up easy. And if I come up on a horse behind and I'm already ready here and I see this over there, move around.
Go get the other one.
Go get the other one. Don't be so forceful. Don't be so, this is where I'm at. No, let them, if you work with them, look right over my shoulder. See, that's higher there than there. Just opposite of what we want. See it? Bigger and big, right? So for now, we're just gonna even it where we need to. Nothing drastic, don't want to make them sore at all. But see how the synovial fluid is down in here too? More pressure here than anywhere else.
So that fluid comes down where there's pressure, or?
Yep, joint fluid. It's a pump, and not a true pump, but you got to think about, let's call it palpation. The way when it's palpated, we're bringing blood to the top, juices to the top, right? So if she's hitting here more than here, you're getting more juices, and all that juice is your synovia, joint fluid,
Do I need to take some off of the outside though?
No, because I just made her level.
Oh, okay. Well, I
No,
thought she
nothing
was,
corrective,
I thought
just
she was
correct.
longer on the outside.
No, was she? Nope, no, I don't think she was.
Because I thought she's opposite. So
Let's
she's,
check. Longer, yeah, a
Yeah,
little
she's
bit.
longer.
Well, it looks flared over there.
Well, and that's the hoof follows the path of least resistance. Wherever your flare is, you can go up that leg and find what's going on. So, good baby. You are a pretty, pretty baby. She doesn't need exercise. I would be very careful with her exercise. If you look at this horse straight on, John, get right behind me. Now, follow that leg down and tell me where the center of that joint is. Right there, yes? So it's pointing over there, that one's pointing over there. We're going to slowly help that come back, but our biggest concern is that without an x-ray, only thing I can say is I believe it to be epiphysitis. When you look up epiphysitis, you'll see it's a protein, it's a heavy protein.
Okay.
So she's gotten into something out here that's just, it doesn't happen to all horses. It can be permanent though. So see if what you're seeing matches up with what you'll research.
Okay.
And just adapt.
Because we turned her, we weaned her. She was just fine when she was weaned. We had her probably pinned up for, I don't know. We pinned her up and put her on alfalfa.
Did it?
That was probably, but then as soon as we turned her out from that is when I started noticing her limping.
Well,
And
didn't we?
And she's about a year old, so she's been out messing around for 6, 7, 4 months, 5 months.
Didn't we trim her feet and then she started nothing?
No,
Sweet baby.
she was limping over at the homestead.
Yeah, this isn't from trimming. You and I let's work on, and everybody here, let's work on this horse together and document her recovery. Once you kind of get knowing what epiphysitis is, you might say that, yeah, that's probably it. Could be permanent.
Well,
It's hard.
she's been. I thought she got kicked or something out there, and then
Killer. That's such a good rod.
that's why I've let her just thought she'd recover, and
Well, the best thing about horses, they recover the slowest, but they recover the best. You know what I mean?
Why are you
If-
cutting all these rows?
If, cause, mostly just cause it can. Why would you want this? Huh? I'm gonna put 2 eyeballs on it and go fishing with it.
He likes to chew on it.
what do you think?
That's my fishing.
Oh yeah!
like, wait a
Oh, you
minute.
couldn't more
I'm gonna
grow.
fish with that.
You put a number 6 in there and a couple of them googly eyes. Brown trout would lose his mind. You wouldn't be. As soon as you get out of the boat, he'd be jumping trying to eat it.
What do you
I
think?
Right now.
I went to a place in the Uintas that you had to hide behind a tree to put a worm on your hook. You know why?
Why?
The fish would come right out of the water and eat it. It was crazy.
Why?
Because he was hungry. They ain't never seen a human before. I don't think their whole life. But I trained them for all that.
Hey, you fished in the Uintas.
You've been in the Uintas? You know how beautiful that
Yes,
is?
you have. You've been up to Mirror Lake, and
Really?
Like a
We used to go all the way back into Rainbow.
we go in almost every year. We hit Mirror Lake.
Right on.
We camp on the Utah facing other side, whatever. There's a little spot we just
Northwest.
pull up in there. It's like a hole. We get it to ourselves just above. There's 2 little lakes down below us that are
The ones that are at the trailheads?
Lily Lake, right there on the
It's a
road.
tiny one.
And then there's that bigger one that's back, and then we'll go up and hit Mirror Lake. We've hit most of them just right around there. Nothing crazy, but
Boggy and lots of wood bridges to go over. I spent my early life there, up in them hills.
she was She's this way because we pinned her up at my parents' house with no other horse for about a month and a half, 2 months.
Just
And
loving on her.
my mom went out every day and loved on her.
Oh, such a wee baby.
Aaron Neff.
Yep.
Aaron was the wrestler.
Whose boy is he?
Not in my direct family. He's somebody else's kid.
Grant's her grandpa, the old man that used to do the shop. Heck of a mechanic.
It's Mr. Ed.
There's
A horse is a horse,
maps,
of course. No one can talk to a horse, of course. Unless,
a mustard sweat. There's a ton of good things you can do here to help bring the swelling down. The cool thing is it's not on her feet. The bad thing is it's not on her feet. But helping her here, this is going to relieve her joint. But probably not enough. She's sore on the right one, but the left one's showing, and it is just exactly, this knee's big, this fetlock's big. If we could take and swap a bunch of this stuff, it'd be better. I'm not real concerned about where she's twisted out.
George, can you move, please? Thank you, bud.
But I am concerned with this. Do you see how much greater?
Yeah. Looks
this
swollen
one
there to me.
Is the Barbaros scenario. This is sore, but if you watch this mare stand, this filly stand, she's standing like this on purpose. This is not withstanding the pressure. But there's no fluid. This is all heavy joint. And I would call this piphysitis. All 4 of my fetlocks are big. This one's tired. This one's injured. This one's crooked, but this one's truly injured. But she's bigger. She's bigger than she should be here and here. But this is showing a lot of wear. And we're going to fix that by changing the weight back over here. Do you see how this coincides? Both of them. This is even bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. So once we get this hoof hitting properly, it's going to help this. But you're going to have to come in with some homeopathic or whatever you decide.
But I mean, you're telling me I need to probably put her in a stall?
Man, I hate doing that to babies. But till we get her over this to see where it is.
She spent a month and a half by herself over my mom's.
Take her back over to mom's even.
You know, it's a small spot, but it's a very isolated.
If you want to even go over there, let's do it.
But I only have alfalfa over there.
No more alfalfa. 0. This mare should be. Do you know Kyle Baldwin? Okay, he's over in Snowflake right behind Doc's Despain's new shop.
Okay.
And he's got grass hay over there. If you can't get that, go buy a grass of just Bermuda. Now here's another trick we got to do. You got to soak it because you pull the sugars out.
Soak it in the water?
Yeah, I mean we're talking giant pain. This mare's worth it. This is another good pony. So if you soak your grass, you can do a little research on that too. It pulls all the sugars out. And
no more sugar for you.
Yeah, alfalfa until I knew if this isn't piphysitis, give it to her again. But let's go a month, change her diet completely, do a little research on piphysitis, and if that doesn't start helping this, I mean in 10 days you should see a difference. And in a month we'll get it rectified. Then the grass here is going to start turning brown, but the sugars come up in the grass when it gets winter.
Well, I have that permanent pasture. I can kick the stud out of there, put her in there.
Nope, I would, if you want to really figure it, I'd go a month, put up.
Okay.
And then we can control everything she eats, and we're going to figure it out. But it'll take 30 days, maybe longer, but in 30 days we'll have a read. You know what I mean?
We'll have to go get some grass hay.
Yeah, and put that Bermuda, you can soak it for her or just have a bigger tub and put it in the water, and the water leaches the sugars out first.
Well, I have troughs. I can soak it if I need to.
She's going to be real happy about it at first.
Yeah.
But she'll come on to it. You are a pumpkin. You're good looking, little hussy too. She got any more white on it?
No, that's always. There's a little bit.
So her dad is supposedly a highbrow cat cross off the res. So her mother came from Martin's quarter horse, and her the Begay, Jamie, or I think it was Jamie Begay bought her, and so he had a short, like 14 hand highbrow cat stud, and they had him turned loose, and because her mother's like a little over 15 hands, about 15 too, and he said she wasn't bred.
Just do it without ice.
Well, she came here.
Here she goes.
Do you like fishing?
The good thing about it is I know I'd bought 2 horses from Martin's quarter horses, and so when I went up there to see her mother, then I contacted
What kind of fish are
Susie up there with Martin quarter horses, and I said, hey, I heard there may be something up with this horse. Is this one yours? She said, oh yeah, it's mine. And I'm like, so if I go buy it, can I get papers from you because you're the one of record? She goes, yeah, if you buy it from me, I'll give you the papers. So I would have bought it.
Good people.
And then she sent me the papers, and
She could have held you hostage on that deal. But that's pretty good human being.
she's very good.
We'll help you.